My name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is objection strategies when gym prospecting. Now, you're going to be making your phone calls. You're going to be making 100 plus phone calls a day, hopefully, and hitting the top level of what producers do in this industry. And you're going to have objections. And the idea is to, understand that, number one. And number two, you're trying to just move them through the process. And so, number one, when you get the objection, hear them out, listen to them, don't interrupt them. You want to acknowledge it. One of the best things you can do here is always be agreeable. Mary, I understand. I hear that from a lot of our members. Mary, I understand. I felt the same way myself. Isolate the objection. So that's the only thing holding you back from taking that next step. Is that correct? And then move into the direction of that objection. Make that objection the reason they want to do it now. And perhaps they say, well, I really like to hold off. I really want to give this some more thought. And you can reference back that they've thought about it for a year and thinking about it for a year. What was the cost? You're going to start justifying your offer. What was the cost of putting this off? What was that cost? The cost in wardrobe, the cost in medication, the cost in self-confidence, the cost in self-esteem, the cost in all these areas. So, actually make the objection the reason they should do it to help you justify what you're trying to do. And then, close, in this case, if you're on the phone, close for the appointment. If it warrants, close for the sale, at that particular point. So make sure you've got a strategy in place when you're doing this. When you're making these phone calls, overall, you're trying to nurture. But then when that customer is sold, when they see, hey, yes, this can make a difference, and they're not making that decision, now's the time to close. Have your strategy on how to do that. Rule one, make sure you be agreeable. Follow these steps. My name is Jim Thomas, and this has been the Fitness Management Update.